All right, today we're going to dive into a really powerful way of thinking, a framework for how we connect with reality itself. Think of it as a guide for getting and keeping a firm grip when it feels like everything is just slipping through your fingers.
You know that feeling, right? That slow, creeping sense that things are just getting away from you. It's this kind of drift where the signal gets totally lost in the noise. And let's be honest, it's a feeling that's become way too common in our work and our lives.
And this drift, well, it has some pretty specific symptoms. Suddenly, meetings feel like they're stretching on for an eternity. Even simple decisions feel like they weigh a ton. And then, of course, that 3 a.m. voice of doubt starts getting louder and louder. You just feel your energy, your vitality draining away. The source material has a great way of putting it. It's entropy collecting on an ungrounded substrate. In other words, it's the price you pay for losing touch. But, and this is the good news, there's an antidote to this drift. There's a way to get grounded again. It's a concept the source calls grip. So, what exactly is it? Okay, let's get really precise here, because this is important. Grip isn't something that happens before you verify an idea. It's not a step in the process. According to this framework, the grip is the verification. It's that exact moment your understanding makes undeniable, direct contact with the real world. Now, to make that really click, think about this beautiful example. Your grandmother doesn't need to run some complex algorithm to know it's you at the door. The way she looks at you, that instant recognition, that is the knowing. It's immediate. It's irrefutable. That is grip. Here's another way to think about it. A key in a lock. A key either fits or it doesn't, right? There's no, we believe it might fit. The fit is absolute. That perfect, undeniable connection, the moment the inside matches the outside, that's how information with grip actually touches reality. Okay, so if grip is the goal, how do we actually achieve it? And more importantly, how do we maintain it, especially when we're trying to communicate really complex or powerful ideas? Well, the source gives us a very disciplined approach. It calls the golden path. So here's the core challenge. Imagine you've built something incredibly powerful, a real game changer. The trick is to explain it without getting lost in all the moral or ethical implications, while still showing that you understand the full weight of what you've created. It's a very, very narrow path to walk. And on either side of that path, there are these two deep chasms you can fall into. On one side, you have incompetence. You just fail to grasp what you've actually made. It's like a child holding a gun. No one is going to trust you. And on the other side, motivated reasoning. This is where you use the weight of those implications to sell your idea, to distort its reality for your own benefit. You fall right into the trap you claim to understand. So how do we fall off that path? Let's look at the really practical ways our own communication loses that essential grip. The source calls these voice diseases, these common habits that are dead giveaways of a weak connection to reality. And here's the first one. Oh man, you have heard this a million times. Starting a sentence with, we believe is. It is a massive tell. It's an attempt to create this feeling of authority where there's no actual grounded, verifiable fact to stand on. It's a total hedge. The cure for this? It's radical honesty. Either you state the fact directly and with confidence, or you openly admit that it's a question you haven't answered yet. I love this line from the source. Physics doesn't believe in gravity. It just is. And that's a standard we should be aiming for. Okay, the next disease is something called meta-commentary. This is when you talk about what you're about to say. You know, phrases like, let me be really clear here, or what I want to show you is. This extra layer, it signals a lack of confidence in the statement itself. It's like the claim needs a little warning label before you hear it. And the solution is just perfect. The lady sings. She doesn't come out on stage and give a 5-minute speech announcing her intention to sing. Don't tell me you're going to be careful, just be careful. Don't say you're going to show something, just show it. The directness is the grip. So why does any of this matter so much? Why are we obsessing over this level of precision in our language? Well, because it's about so much more than just good communication. It's about agency. It's about whether you are in control or whether you are being controlled. The source draws this really hard line between two mindsets. On one side, you have passengers. Passengers want a cushion. They actually prefer the blur of uncertainty because, it's comfortable. But operators want to steer. They can handle the hard data, the direct telemetry, because they are determined to be in control of where things are going. This whole framework, it's for the operators. And make no mistake, maintaining this grip is not some kind of nice-to-have luxury. The source points out that the human brain uses a full 20% of our body's entire energy budget just to stay conscious, just to maintain contact with reality. Evolution doesn't pay that kind of price for a feature that isn't absolutely essential for survival. So when you boil it all down, grip is the foundation for everything else. When you have it, you have what the source calls alpha, a fitness for reality that shows up as vitality, as health. This strength is what allows for all the higher order traits. This isn't just about being effective, it's about being fully alive. And that brings us to the final, really provocative question. You can spend your life just managing the chaos, right? Managing the drift, the endless meetings, the 3 a.m. doubts, always paying that tax of entropy. Or you can adopt the discipline of grip and eliminate the problem at its source. And that choice, ultimately, is yours.